Hi bro, I hope your day is going great. And I will start this video by asking you a very simple question. Do you read because you want to feel productive? Or do you read because you want to make lasting change? Answer this question for yourself. And if you read to just feel productive, then this video is not for you, bro. You can click off straight away. But if on the other hand, you read or you would like to read because you want to make change, you want to improve, you want to be effective, then this video will reveal you a secret that will save you so much time. I will reveal you the secret which enables me to read the equivalent of 100 self-improvement books in 1 month or less. And so in this video, I will talk about why and how reading the OG books is actually much better and much more high leverage than reading the new age self-improvement books. Then I will also talk about the exceptions, and I will also tell you how I actually discovered this knowledge. And I will put a list of the OG books in the description down below, and also of the exceptions I will talk about later, so that you don't even have to search for them and so that you don't even have to waste your time. So now you may ask yourself, yeah, but why is it that I should not read the new age self-improvement books, bro? And it is for a very simple truth, and that is that basically all the self-improvement books, with some exceptions as I will talk about later, take their knowledge from the OG ones. You can literally read 100 new age self-improvement books or more, and you will find in them the exact same principles that you can find in one OG book. So you literally are reading more than 300 pages which explain all the details and all the examples and this and that of the key principles that you can find in the real OG books. Why not reading the real books which are juicy, which have all the deep knowledge, instead of reading about the examples of 100 self-improvement books, which at the end of the day you don't need, because we actually only need the key principles. And that's for two reasons. First, you can apply the key principles on your life for yourself. And then you will actually not be able to remember all the details of 100 books. So here we come to the initial question actually. Do you want to be productive, or do you want to be effective and make lasting change? If you want to just feel productive, then yeah, reading 10 books one time will actually feel better. You will feel as if you made a lot more progress. You actually read 10 books, bro. Wow. But if you actually want to make lasting change and actually improve and be effective, then my friend, reading one good book 10 times is much better than 10 books one time. And we have literally the opportunity to read the words of the greatest man of history. I'm talking about Alexander the Great. I'm talking about Seneca. I'm talking about Napoleon. Do you really want to read the books of some new age kind of successful people which made maybe some millions? Or do you want to read the words of Alexander the Great, who did just crazy things? And we have the choice. So why reading the books of the top 1% when you can read the books of the top 0.0000001%? Do you see the power of it? And I said that there are some exceptions to it, because that's true. Well, there are exceptions to this rule. There are books which talk about new principles, which talk about new science, new facts that have been discovered, new things that in the past were not known. But there are so many books which literally talk about the exact same principles and which literally copy the OG ones. So why not using that to your advantage? You have such a leverage in your hand right now by knowing this. And as I said, I will put some exceptions to this rule in the description down below, because there are things that people of the past didn't think about, or at least we don't know. We have no books about those things. There are some studies which are made recently and the people of the past couldn't do or haven't done. And so these are the exceptions. But for all the rest, it's just a copy of the past with some examples. And so now we come to how I actually understood this. And I understood this by doing the mistake of reading many New Age self-improvement books. And in one of them, the 4-Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss, which I read quite recently, he suggested to read the letters of Seneca, a Roman philosopher, to his friend Lucilius. And I was interested by that. That sounded interesting to me, the letters of a Roman philosopher to his friend. Wow. I started reading that book, and at every letter, I actually thought to myself, well, that is actually the summary of that book. That's the summary of that book. That principle, I found it in that book, in that book, in that book. Wow. I have literally wasted all that time when I could read this book here and have the same knowledge, bro. The same knowledge, much more juicy, much more compact. That's actually what we want. We don't want to feel productive. We want to make progress. And so by reading one book, I actually felt that I had reread at least 10 other books that I had read in the past. Literally. And I can imagine that there are so many books out there that I haven't yet read, but that I indirectly read by reading those letters. And so, bro, the choice, as always, lies into you. Do you want to feel productive, or do you want to make changes? If you want to actually make changes and want to be effective, then now you have a great tool in your hand. You know how to read the equivalent of 100 New Age self-improvement books in less than 1 month. And as always, remember that today could be your last day, bro. Literally, you could slip out and die right here, right now. So live like it, enjoy it, and make it count. Live it to the fullest, bro.